There's this really funny thing where when you bring the camera up here, thins your head out a little bit, makes you look normal. But when you bring the camera down here, all of a sudden, I've got a rectangular head and several chins. Anyway, very funny. But up here, I kind of look like a normal person. Hi. So, what I want to talk about right now is how many cool people there are out in the world. Some of them have showed up on my channel. Some of them have showed up fed to me by the algorithm, doing things that I thought were beautiful. So I want to talk about them a little bit. My three biggest inspirations right now, in no particular order. Although I guess there is one, that stands out. I'll start with them first. So there is a band out of Osaka called Haku that I'm absolutely bedazzled by. Four young ladies who are just great. Just everything they do, fantastic. I can't get enough of listening to their cute little songs. Haku, they're out of Osaka. They got popular a ways back doing a cover of a nonsense song that a kind of prog jazz band played over there. But they're great. I'll be putting a link in the video to one of their songs that I like a lot, that I might even try to cover. I do know some Japanese. I know enough to be able to transcribe it. I couldn't translate it myself, but thankfully there's lots of translations out there in the world. Whether it's a song that makes sense for me to sing, probably not. But it's just to see if I can do it, really. I have sung in Spanish before. I'll probably sing in Spanish on the channel at some point. And it would be lovely to sing in Japanese, because I've never done it before. Yeah. Closest thing I did was a long time ago. There was this anime called Beck, where a guy sings a song in English, but he sings it in English, because he's not very good with the English, so he sings it kind of funny. And just because I liked the way that it was done, I sang it the way he did it. Wasn't trying to make fun of it or anything. It was purely I loved the way that it sounded. There's something about when somebody is singing in not their own language that I really like. There's some of the stuff, like one of the things that I do is I put accents in the wrong places. So it's funny to hear that. But then it's just, for me, it's funny to imagine how people interpret sounds, how people see or read a certain thing, and then they come up with this idea of what it sounds like. I mean, I have that happen in life and in work all the time when I see people's names and stuff, and I'll say their name, and then the person will be like irked, and they'll say, it's this. And it's like something silly, like, it's, oh, hey, Deborah. And they'll go, it's Deborah, that sort of thing. Where it's like, come on, man, like, chill out. I was talking to a guy from a city called Corinth, and I said Corinth, and I said, that's how you say it, right? Corinth? And he said Corinth, and I was like, oh, he doesn't realize that he said it different than me, because I've got that sensitivity, I guess. I don't know, but I love accents for that reason. And that's one reason when I saw this fella come into my channel who makes his own music, I was thrilled. There's a guy from Tanzania, named Yamata Elias, who just showed up in my space. Probably his algorithm sent him to me, and he's got some great music. And it's stuff I've never heard before, and it's stuff I have heard before, but I've never heard it sung by a guy from Tanzania. And so it brings it an entirely different new light, and it makes it interesting and fresh and kind of foreign at the same time. Like it's this thing but you don't really know, because it's got this different cadence or this different feel to it. It's really cool stuff. And then the other thing that the algorithm fed me, I mean, It's not that hard to get me. All you have to do is have somebody covering a Radiohead song or covering some song by some band that I like, and you'll get me. But there is a Russian girl that does a cover of Daydreaming off the last Radiohead album. I think there might be maybe making some more music. Who knows? I don't know. The smile's been a thing lately. Um, but her name is Sonya R, and she is absolutely amazing as well. I don't know that she wants to be a singer and a piano player, but she definitely does it on her channel, among other things. And it was something I kept going back to this week whenever I felt sad, because that's what I like to do. I like to listen to people do beautiful things. It was like my head was blending into the back. What if I was just an AI? Wouldn't that be crazy? What if nothing's real? Certainly makes the tough times a little bit less tougher if nothing's real, huh? Who knows? Anyway, so we got those three things. We got Haku, we got Yamata Elias, we got Sonya R. They're going to be links down in the bottom. Hey, check them out if you want to. It made me happy. Might make you happy too. There is lots of new music. When I am like really into it, I'm gonna come back here and do more than just once a week. But when I'm struggling, you'll see me maybe once a week. And there is going to be a point. I wanted to bring this up here. There's going to be a point where I'm moving, where I might just be completely overwhelmed. My guitar might be in a box, not in a box, but it might be in its case, and it might be moving. It might be in a temporary storage unit. So there's going to be a point where there may be nothing out of me for a bit. Don't worry, I'm just moving. I am prone to bouts of manic depressiveness, and that is more so these days. But I wouldn't call myself a dangerous version of that. I just have highs and lows, and so far I don't intend for it to be a thing that keeps me away. But in the middle of all this other stuff that's going on, I definitely think there may be points when I just can't. The other day was one of those points where I could just barely. But I came here and I did the thing, and it made me feel a lot better, and it started the upswing. So good stuff. I think that's it for now. TTFN. Nerd out.